Welcome back to the Nerd Room with J&J. James Sharmack here with another review for you. Today we are looking at another figure from Into the Spider-Verse. We're looking at the Spider-Man Noir from the movie. Really excited to get this figure. Obviously he's one step closer to getting the team together. If they had the Penny Parker one, that'd be pretty cool, but who knows. But maybe down the line. But anyways, looking forward to taking a look at this figure. Take a look at the box. We'll do the usual stuff, give a glance over the figure, do some articulation testing, see if we can get some McFarlane poses out of it, which we probably won't, and we'll compare them to the other Nowhere figure from what we have. So let's get to it. So as with most of the releases as of late, basically you have the old cardboard box here, no window display, so basically you get if you're going to the store you gotta guess and hope that someone didn't change out the figures or whatever. But anyways, got a picture of the figure and Spider-Ham on the front. Another picture on the side. On the top you have the cross into the Spider-Verse logo on the top. Shows what accessories come with the figure as well as the figure. More art on the side and back to the front. And yeah, like I said, I'm not a fan of the cardboard. Most people aren't, but it is what it is, right? So I was pretty sure I was going to have to say, it's a reused figure all around, but no, I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure it's a brand new sculpt, head to toe, new figure, so that jazz about that. Especially jazz about that they didn't reuse the trench coat, obviously, that they've done before. I like how dynamic it is. It looks like the wind's blowing into it. Obviously, wherever he goes, he says that's where the wind goes to, so that's awesome. Nice design on the coat, nice detail, the buttons and whatnot, the frill, the collar going up in the wind, even the back, just the tie on, that's pretty cool. Nice creases and whatnot. Going on the inside, he basically just wears a plain sweater, right? So he's got this nice frill around the collar. That's a nice touch. Pretty much plain the way he's going around. Boots are nice and shiny. That's nice. Head sculpt, brand new head sculpt. Obviously, it doesn't. This in the movie, he doesn't have like the full webbing going on, so that is what it is. And he always has the hat on, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with the figure. Like I said, I thought it would be used parts or whatever, but no, I dig it. And he comes with a couple of accessories. He comes with the gun, and he comes with the an alternate head, which we won't really use because he never really takes the hat off in the movie. Am I right? And he comes with a Spider-Ham. I'm kind of disappointed because he's the same Spider-Ham that we have seen before. So, well, they tweaked up the color a little bit brighter with the reds, made it a little shinier, but pretty much same Spider-Ham. Which probably could have give him some more articulation, but it is what it is, I guess. Speaking of articulation, let's check it on the figure. Okay, let's take a look at his articulation. It's probably not going to have the same articulation as your regular standard Spider-Man figure, but it is what it is. So his head can only go back so far just because the collar gets in the way, but it can go forward that far. And he's got crazy tilt action and can turn all the way around as usual. His arm goes up just that far, goes all the way around though. Bicep rotation, double joint, the elbow, wristing back and forth. Diaphragm goes back that far if you want to get into the coat. Goes forward that far. Waist rotation. Legs go apart that far. Go forward and back that far. Thigh rotation, double joint at the knee. No shin rotation, but back and forth and ankle pivoting. So, yeah, you could probably get them in some decent poses. I'm sure the trench coat will probably do wonders. So, that's what we can do with them. So his posability is pretty solid, considering he has a trench coat that gets in the way and his knees don't, bend exactly like a Spider-Man does. But still, he looks pretty solid in his posing. The only problem I had was I tried to put the gun in the holster, and the holster is a bit too big for the gun, so it's a little bit of a drag to get it out. So clearly you just want to probably just have him, just have the gun on his hand at all times. So yeah, pretty solid looking figure, and I was pretty surprised with how the pose came out. And here we have him against comic book Spider-Man Noir. I think that Into the Spider-Verse is a bit more dynamic looking. I think he has a little bit more going on. I might be wrong, but looking at them both, I kind of dig the aesthetics of the Into the Spider-Verse a bit more than the comic book. But that's just me. Which one do you guys like? Let me know in the comments below. And here, of course, are the other members of the Spider-Verse team, more or less, that Marvel Legends has already done. And like I said, I really dig it if they could do a Into the Spider-Verse SPDR and Penny Parker figure. That'd be pretty cool. So who knows? We have that sequel coming out later on this year, so there's always a chance, right, that they do a build a figure of it. So here's the hoping. Pretty solid looking figure. I dig it a lot. Obviously, it's a figure that's kind of misleading because it looks like he's not going to look good when he's posing, but surprisingly he does. The trench coat, obviously, with the design, just always looks like it's moving, and you could probably put him in whatever action pose you can do, and it'll look pretty solid. Like I said, like he says in the movie, wherever he goes, there's a wind. So the trench coat's always blowing. So I like how they went with that. The figure itself, like I said, design spot on to the cartoon. Glad they didn't reuse parts from any other figures and just went head to toe. And yeah, if this is a figure you need for your Spider-Man collection, your Spider-Verse collection, you obviously ought to get it. And, I will give my recommendation, of course. So there you go. So anyways, that's it for this somewhat rambling review of the figure. Got some more reviews coming up. Hope you guys like what I've been doing so far. If you have, let me know in the comments below. I'm going to try to go back and get some retro figures on. Not really retro figures, but I really need to get some waves done. I haven't done in the past couple of years just because I haven't had the time and whatever. YouTube being a part-time gig, obviously, or a hobby more or less, versus the real life. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you did, let me know in the comments below. Give me a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, share a video, whatever. Anyways, that's it for this video. That's it for this review. So anyways, my name is James Sharmack, and as always, keep on collecting and happy hunting.